All right, y'all. Quick little PSA. I got something to say. All right. It's like 3 months to the heat of the not 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, 12 weeks. It's like 12 weeks until it's the heat of the summer, right? Now the summer depends on how you look at it and how you depend. Hey, however you look at it, right? Some people say the summer is when it first get hot. Some people, consider right now the summer for some places. Some places are hotter than others, right? June 21st is the actual beginning of the summer, the official beginning of the summer. How I know that? That's my little sister's birthday. So, but like July, stuff like that, when they start really getting into it, that's when people want to look their best, you know what I'm saying? But they always wait until it's July to start cutting for July, and that don't make sense. All right. So me personally, I want to be cut a little bit before then, but I just told y'all not to wait, but I'm gonna wait. Why? Because I don't have a lot of body fat on me. I don't got much to lose. I only got about 10 pounds to lose. You know what I'm saying? I only got about 10 pounds to lose, and I can lose that in like, let's say I lost 2 pounds a week, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4.5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 5 weeks, right? So, you know, it'll be less than that because half of that is water weight, which is gonna lose instantaneously. So I'm gonna lose half of my body fat. I mean, not my body fat, but I'm gonna lose half of the weight that I'm trying to lose as soon as I start losing. Now, if you got a lot of weight to lose, you're not gonna lose half of the weight that you're trying to lose as soon as you start losing. We're not in the same boat. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's just that a lot of beginners are just trying to put themselves at the same level as somebody else, and that's a big mistake that sets you up for. It's not that it's disrespectful to. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. It's the fact that you're setting yourself up for failure when you do that. That's just like people that go to the gym and start lifting, and they try to put themselves in the same boat as somebody who's been in there for years lifting. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get injured. You're not ready to do that. You need to start and then gradually build your way up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in my zone. You know what I'm saying? I've been counting my calories, even though I've been bulking. I've been loosely counting my calories, but I'm gonna tighten it up and start cutting. Why did you bulk then? Bulking is necessary for what I'm doing. All right, I'm trying to build more muscle, build more strength. For me to stay as lean as I was when I was ripped in the beginning of the year. Um, Goes back to what I was saying too. I'm gonna bring that back, but to stay that lean is not healthy. All right, I was shredded, single digits, super duper shredded, not an ounce of body fat barely on my body. So that's not really sustainable. I mean, I can sustain it. I could sustain close to that and then do that year round. I don't want to. I like to eat, so at the end of the day, and then I like to have a better performance in the gym. And calories are energy, so if I eat more calories, then I push more in the gym. All right, so that's what bulking is for me. All right. So I mean, there's other reasons, but that's why I do. All right. So also what I was saying was I was my rippedest. One of my rippedest physiques was this winter that just passed. Right. I was ripped in the winter, so I was treating the winter like the summer. So I guess you could also consider the winter the summer in your head. I guess some people think like I'm gonna think hot, so I won't be as cold. I actually be thinking that actually work a little bit. Just like if you're really hot, a lot of people they get hot, they start freaking out. Oh no, here it is, and they keep moving around and doing all kind of stuff. You're making yourself hotter. Chill, sit down, calm down. All right, it's hot. It ain't nothing you can really do about it, right? So that makes it worse. All right, think about the winter. Oh man, I'm in Antarctica. All right, so your body temperature might drop a few percentages. All right, so all right, that's what I'm saying. But that's not what I really started this video for. I want to tell y'all my approach that I'm going to do. It's a little different than the approach that I'd be doing. Like I always tell people, I got different tools in my toolbox. Intermittent fasting. I stopped intermittent fasting a couple years ago. A lot of people, my channel, when I first started my channel, I was big on intermittent fasting. A lot of people thought it was what I swore by because I was doing it so much. No, that was just the route I was taking at the time. Then I stopped doing it. A lot of people thought I turned my back on intermittent fasting. You think it don't work? And I'm like, dog, it's not the way I want to go right now. It's not optimal for what I was doing at the time. But right now, I think a small and not a long fast, not prolonged fasting, not 2 day fasting, and not none of that stuff. I don't think that's optimal for me right now. But what I do think is waking up, empty stomach, get a few things done, burn some calories, burn some because I won't have any calories in me to burn. So what is gonna be burning? Your body fat. You're gonna be in ketosis, kind of like, you know what I'm saying. Your body's gonna be using the fat cell, the fat that you got in your body for energy, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do, just for a couple hours, maybe 5 to 8 hours, somewhere in between. It don't gotta be a perfect timing either. And then I'm gonna have my first meal, make sure it's packed of protein, and I'm gonna count my calories. And I'm probably gonna start off at like 2,700, 2,800, which is too high for some people and too low for some people. You need to find your personal, all right? And too low, people, if it's too low, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight. Yeah, if it's too low, you're gonna lose weight rapidly. And then you're gonna gain it all back because you're in starvation mode now. Now you ain't gonna let yourself stay in that, because guess what? Willpower will break. I don't care how much you stretch that rubber band back, it's gonna pop and it's gonna go the other way. Okay, you're doing good, losing. Can't take it no more breaks, and bam! All the things that you cut out and everything that you was doing, restricting this and restricting that, and doing this, and that goes out the window when that breaks. And the floodgates open. It happens every time. A lot of people can't understand that happens, and a lot of people won't even admit that happens. That's why it's going to always happen to them, because they're not going to pay attention to what I just said. No, in the stage. And I get it. If you're a beginner, I'm not dissing, because I was in the stage for a long time. That's why I was always failing. I wouldn't listen to people that was telling you things that I'm trying to tell you. So I'm gonna do kind of an aggressive cut, because I only got like 10 pounds to lose. I want to get it off. But I'm gonna wait. Why am I waiting then? Because I want to build as much muscle as I possibly can, much strength as I possibly can before I start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a date. I don't know what date that is yet, but I'm gonna pick a date. When do I want to be shredded? I want to be shredded by this date. I can't tell you the date because I don't even know, but this date. But I want to give myself X amount, like I just said, 5 weeks. I want to give myself at least 6 weeks, just in case I mess up, just in case I binge, just in case I do cheat too much, or just in case something happens, or I can't hit the gym the way I want to, I can't burn the calories I was trying to do a couple days here and there. Things happen, right? In case I get sick, in case something happens, whatever, right? Oh, also, I left out one of the biggest parts, right? Instead of relying on a calorie cut, like calories in, like cutting the calories that I'm putting in my body eating, I want to initially rely on burning more calories. So even if I'm eating the same calories I'm eating now, which is probably give or take 3,500 calories, which means yes, if I'm eating 2,800 calories and I'm having, let's say I'll go down to 2,800 calories. I said 27. I'm gonna just say 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's a 700 calorie cutoff from what I'm doing now. That's already 700 calorie deficit. And then I'm doing more cardio, more everything. So I'm almost gonna be probably, I don't know about 1,000 calorie deficit, but I'm gonna be in a crazy deficit. But I'm gonna up the cardio first. All right, I'm gonna do everything else before I start cutting the calories. And yes, I'm gonna jump straight down to those calories. And I tell people all the time, don't jump straight down to the calories. The approach that you need to take when you got 10 or 15 pounds to lose, compared to the approach that, I'm not dissing nobody, I'm saying I'm gonna use my old self for example. I used to be 275. I'm 175 right now. I'm 100 pounds lighter. The approach that I needed to take when I was 100 pounds heavier than I am right now is a night and day difference from the approach. You know what I'm saying? People just try to match your approach. All the videos I've made about weight loss are the approach that I would have took. The top 10 misconceptions about weight loss, that's the approach I would have took if I had more than, let's say, 20, 30, 40 or more pounds. Infinite number. That approach is different than this approach. If I was really heavy, I wouldn't be taking a very aggressive fat loss. That's where people fail. All right, and then people don't listen to me, so they start taking pills and different medicines and this and that and the third. You got to be in a caloric deficit. The one thing, and I didn't invent that. Y'all heard that before? You said you made that up? No, I didn't say that, but I said that's the truth. Whether you taking medicine or not, you got to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. You take that medication and it suppresses your appetite, you're eating less. Guess what that is? A caloric deficit. But the people that do that and use that, and they just use that as a crutch to get them by. Once they get off of that stuff, they never taught themselves how to eat. They never taught themselves how to count calories. They never taught themselves what actually caloric deficit, maintenance, calorie surplus, and all that. They don't know what bulk and cutting, none of that is. All right, now there's different terms, bodybuilding terms like bulking and cutting and this and that, and dieting and gaining weight. There's different terms, but it means the same shit. It might be on a different level, but it means the same shit. Just like toning up is bodybuilding. What do you do when you tone up? You build a little bit of muscle and you lose the body fat.